What's up, guys? Nightingale here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be covering the 420 update content. We have GM Chroma Dominial here to give us some more disappointing news, or hopefully some hype news, or something. Anyway, so after last week's spicy video, we're going to have a very short video because this isn't very long. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on into this. Number one is the custom group summon will be live, and before you guys go degenerate, do not pull on this thing yet. I don't care where you are, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish. Do not pull on this right away. I don't care how hyped you are for this, what units you're after, what logical and idiotic reasons you may have. Do not pull on this banner right away. Now let me put some context to this really quick. There was a leak on the French Stove post, on the Stove forums, that said that the slime rerun was going to happen, I believe it's May 1st. They posted the Rimuru and Malim rerun banners. So, that's been taken down, but still, you don't go posting something of a third party's IP on a forum of another game without reason. So, before that happens, let me give you this bit of information. I have a feeling if, and only if, we're going to get a new unit, they are going to intentionally run Rimuru and Malim back-to-back on that first week. Here's why. Typically with collabs, they spread out the units by 1 week. So if it's a 3-week collab, we get unit number 1, Rimuru, and then week 2 was Malim, and they both end, or Rimuru will end before the collab ends, and Malim will go 1 week after the collab story ends. Now, if this is true for a new unit, they're not going to announce it till the collab announcement that there is a third unit. And if there is a third unit, it would show up on week 2. So you will get Rimuru and Malim running week 1, and then to finish out the collab on week 2, for week 2 and week 3, you will get the, you'll have the new unit if it does show up. Or in this case, it may just be just them. So why this is important is because you don't have to pull on this banner right away. Now, let's jump in. So the scheduled running time for this is 420 to 518, which means you can get an extra 14 days on this if you summon at the last minute. And we literally mean before server goes off, 1 minute before it's supposed to click over. Click summon once. And now you have 14 days from that moment longer on the banner. So now you have an extra 14 days to get these units. Now, I'm not going to get into who to summon for and all that crap. My videos still stand today on who and what I think is the best value out of this for most things, depending on where you are as a new player. I cater to the new player. Advanced players, you can do whatever the heck you want to do. I don't care. It's your bookmarks. You can do whatever. But for new players, there is kind of a pecking order that you kind of want to look at to get some of the value. Some of it's been taken away because now theoretically we can summon these units whenever we want with the custom or with the side story summoning stuff. So some of the non-limited RGBs become a little less meh, but at the same time, depending on how new you are and where you are, that value still does stand as you're spending only 1 pity to potentially pull these 3 units, still making it high value. Don't just go grab all limited units because it's limited units. Grab because it fits in what you're trying to do to progress. That's as far as I'll go with that. But it will be running alongside the collab if that is the case, because 6-1 is definitely after the collab. The collab would run for 3 weeks, so this will end right before the collab if you do the extension. So this will be going throughout that entire time. So pace yourself. You can get 1 pity a month roughly by playing the game fairly actively and being smart with your resources. But if you're going to be chasing after the slime units, this banner has 0 value for you right away. They run this enough throughout the year that honestly, you really don't care that it's here. You can go get this later on. I guarantee you this is going to run towards the end of summer, so don't worry, and then it'll run again probably one more time before the new year. We'll have this banner at least 2 more times. At that point, go all in, if that's what you need. Just summon most of this stuff as you need. But this is not a banner you go in and you just trickle away a couple bookmarks on. It's either... That one is fine to secure it for 2 weeks. It gives you time to decide. It's only 5 bookmarks. But to go in and throw 10, 15 bookmarks and then never do anything on it, or put 50 into it and never do anything with it, that's technically a waste. You do need to make sure you guarantee a coin pity. Now, I'm going to skip through most of this because we've talked about it a lot here, but in short, every unit is available that is a limited unit that has had a rerun, or a normal non-limited unit, so just your standard RGBs that get released, if they are 6 months old from the time the banner ends. Not the extra extended period, but the time the actual banner is scheduled to end, it's 6 months from that point. If it was that extra 2 weeks, we could have technically have squeaked in another unit or two. I think, what was it, the last custom group summon or the time before that, we could have had a couple of units thrown in there that weren't released at the time. But yeah, 6 months, so most everything should be there. There's a few things, but if you're a new player, those new units don't matter to you anyway. Not yet. You don't have the gear or the time to build them yet. They'll probably get their own rerun, or their side stories will become available for you to summon on if you need it by that point. And of course, Moonlight Hero collaborations and artifacts are not included. So that means there's no collaboration units in this. It's just their original IP stuff. You get to pick 3, and it's up to you on who you summon for. Each unit is going to cost 120 coins. The artifacts are 100 coins. You can only buy the artifacts once per rotation, or once per banner rotation, so they're only allowing you to get the artifact once. This time, next time it runs, you can buy it again. That's what they mean. And let me make sure this is clear. This stuff does not carry over to the next banner, which is why we say, if you start, you finish. So you go to a unit. The unit is infinitely more valuable than the artifact, because the unit is slowly working towards you unlocking Covenant coins. Keep that in mind. Not that those are a massive help, but when you do pull a random dupe, there you go. It eventually will add up, and it's 7, and it does count if you buy it with coins. Number 2, we're just going to go ahead and skip over all that other stuff because I basically just explained that to you, is Advent Side Story, Nature's Decline and Decay. Welcome back to the rerun of the, this is the grass one, I believe. Or is this the fire one? No, Kawazu, yeah, this is the grass one. So get your fire units ready, have fun. This is not new player content, so if you are brand new and starting the game, please do not feel that you are being left out. This just isn't for you. Hard is actually hard if you don't have the right units built. Sorry, there are some things in this game that come around that are just for veterans. In this case, I'm actually quite concerned for you veterans, because what energy do we have left after 3 weeks of hunt buffs back to back to back? So yeah. Good luck with any energy on farming this out. Honestly, just buy the shop out. It is completely possible. I do talk about it in the 2 guides that I made. I believe the Intermediate Traveler Guide has an updated version of the Advent side story where I do break down the math on how long it takes you to get it if you're using all your daily energies and whatnot. I break all that down to tell you how much energy and how long it takes you to buy everything out. The only thing for completing Epic Hell is you do get the special currency, which allows you to buy more of the special items, but in reality, it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about it. If you can only clear hard or hell, do whatever is the most time efficient in the short of what that video says. It's honestly, it's however fast you can clear it is the better option. Hard and hell are not really that much difference in drops. Really, it's not that much difference. The only difference is really Epic Hell, and at that point, time is money for you. The less time you spend doing it, because guess what? There is an auto, I don't believe has auto background repeat unless they've added that in, which would have been a massive quality of life change that I don't see. Anyway, the short here for this is, because I know some of you won't watch the guides, is there's going to be 3 teams. And each team has a specific buff: speed, HP, attack, which is always the same. It's been in the same for every single one of this. It doesn't change. Team 1 is always speed, Team 2 is always HP, Team 3 is always attack. Never has changed. Please help bring some variety to this, because it's extremely boring to grind the same thing over and over again. And especially for modification gems. I go over how to buy the shop, and basically, for the normal currency, you'll be able to buy out the shop completely. The special currencies you will have to be careful on. We get this every single time. There's always one of you very special people. I'm not going to say anything else further than that, but there's always one of you. I don't know if you're jokingly doing it or not, but there's always one of you who comes into the comments and says, "They only gave us 4 dark connections. I can't believe they would do this." Listen, you special little sunflower, you. You're the brightest crayon in the box, I swear. I promise. It's in the reward tab. Clear all the rewards, the 5th bookmark's there. They're not that stupid. They'll give you your 3-star, they will give you your 3-star guaranteed. I promise you. It's there. Just remember that. All right. Number 3 and 4 is Destina and Shamadra Staff, and Ball and Cezanne. Normal banner reruns. You've got no business pulling on either one of these. So please skip these. There's nothing you need here. I know Destina's kind of cool, but please, you've got other stuff you need to be worrying about. Custom group summon, limited units. Stay away from this. Number 5, Powder of Knowledge shop item list rotation. This will be available from 420 to 6/1. And I am really sad and very, very sad soul weaver noises. Celestine is in the powder shop. But yes, Machina of Control, Celestine, Twilight Calamity, Unseen Observer, Silver Rain, Eternus, Sepulchrum, and Steadfast Gatekeeper are available in the next rotation. Celestine is about the only one in there that I actually kind of really want to go out on. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to say this, but I'm not telling you to do this, but if you do happen to have normal Iceria and you're wanting to do the Soul Burn trick, Unseen Observer is 180 powder right now. It's the cheapest you'll get it without pulling it. Just saying. There's no point in pulling Flan, so you might as well, if you are going to do it, there's your tech. So, that's it. That's our content. For us veterans, it's another day, another day. There's nothing here special for any of us, which is fine. We're still waiting on that yearly update that I give up on at this point. It would have been announced by now. I really think they're holding this back for the stupid Chinese server. It seems like it. But yeah, custom group summon will be here for quite a while. Don't jump in on that. Advent side story for us veterans. Congrats, we get to burn some energy for a little bit. It's the same tricks as before, so grab your teams and get busy. But yeah, I'll leave it open for a few. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. Hey Siri, set timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, starting now.
If you guys have any questions about this week, feel free to ask them. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I don't think there's anything here that we need to cover, but you never know. Same with YouTube. You know what to do. Hit me up in the comments below. I will be around to do the best I can to help you guys out. For anything you have there. I'm hoping that next week is a better patch note. And there's the 30-second timer. I'll finish up and I'll answer if there is any questions that roll through here at the end. I'll answer before we wrap. But I'm hoping next week we have some sort of decent size announcement. Honestly, it would be 2 weeks out for the slime collab, so hopefully they announce it. They normally announce it about a month to 2 weeks before the collab, so hopefully anything, hopefully we have some news on something. Throw us a bone, I'm begging you. Throw something out there, something actually hype. Because here's the scary thing. I want to just point this out before we wrap. Summer units are right around the corner, which means probably, 6 weeks of summer side stories and potentially a new summer unit. So we kind of need to get this show on the road. We need to be able to get you guys recovered from the collab or recovered from a custom group summon to be ready for summer units, which typically start running around the 1st of June. It's June, July is when they start running all that stuff. And then tradition still holds somewhere around August. They drop another collab. So it's going to be summon, summon, summon for a lot of you for quite a while. Good luck. So that's going to take care of it for today. We'll be back next week to see what they have to offer. Hopefully it's a bone, something, a coin, throw a coin to your Witcher, something. But yeah, y'all enjoy, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.